Hey guys, Spencer here from FiniteCards. Today I'll be bringing you a duel with my Gorgonic deck. This duel is post-commentated because it took like 35 minutes to actually duel out. Pretty long duel. Hopefully I can get it under 20 with the post-commentary. So let's dive right in. So my first turn, I do draw the Gorgonic Gargoyle. I go ahead and set my Reptilian Naga and 4 face downs, Bottomless, Fiendish Chain, Black Hole Heaven, and Mirror Force, just for some protection. I'm hoping that he goes ahead and attacks. Into Naga to make sure, or to make a attack, or to make their attack 0. However, he goes ahead and normal summons Ashura. I Bottomless because I know that Blackwings can special summon if they have a Blackwing already on the field. So like Bora can special summon itself if Shura's on the field. And I saw the Bora in the Pot of Duality, so I assumed he had another one already. So I went ahead and Bottomless there. He goes ahead and sets 4 back row of his own. I get the card trader, I just activate that, go ahead and end my turn there. He doesn't really get much, he just kind of has a bunch of trap cards. I don't really want the Ghost of a Ghoul yet, or Ghost of a Grudge yet, because he doesn't have anywhere close to 8 cards in his graveyard yet, so I just go ahead and put that back in the deck. I get Stone Statue of the Aztecs, which I place in defense position. He still doesn't get a monster. I go ahead and try to make a play here. I have the Grand Mole, which I normal summon, and special summon the Gorgonic Gargoyle, which is a play that's commonly made with this deck. Go ahead and go into my Mecha-Equip Engineer because he has 4 back row. That will hopefully prevent him from destroying it. So I attack, he Dimensional Prisons, I get rid of a material and put my monster in defense position. So that's how that turn works out. He goes ahead, starts his turn, he brings out his Gale. He's gonna try to reduce my attack in half, but I go ahead and Fiendish Chain. He doesn't have a response for that, so he just sets another face down. I do want to keep the Spirit Barrier for later because I have the Naga in defense position, and at the end phase, after this, when it's attacked, it makes my opponent's attack 0, but as you can see, when it's face-up defense position, at the end of my turn, it turns into face-up attack position. That can lead to some serious battle damage, so that's why I'm keeping the Spirit Barrier. He Fiendish Chains. I have nothing to stop that. I'm hoping for the Mystical Space Typhoon to get rid of that eventually. Here's where he makes a questionable play. He activates the Delta Crow, which would destroy the Mirror Force and the Black Horn of Heaven, which is kind of unfortunate for me. But he also activates the Icarus attack, getting rid of the Gale to destroy the same 2 cards when he could have easily destroyed my 2 monsters or Fiendish Chain and Card Trader, or a combination of that. He gets the Pot of Duality, takes Koichi. I do get the Mystical Space Typhoon, and now I go in for an attack. Unfortunately for me, he has the second Fiendish Chain, which is pretty nice for him. I do set the Spirit Barrier on that turn. He finally draws the Black Whirlwind. See, that's always my problem. I get the Vasky, which I do want to keep, because if he does attack into my Naga, then I am going to be able to easily get out Vasky. So it starts to stall out here just a bit, because I don't, on this turn, I don't want to use the Mystical Space Typhoon on the Fiendish Chain again, because I'm waiting for the Black Whirlwind to be activated so I can destroy it with Mystical Space Typhoon, because I know that's very common in Blackwings. In fact, almost all Blackwing decks, if not all Blackwing decks, play it as much as possible, so I do want to get rid of that if it shows up. He did not activate it, though, because he doesn't have a Blackwing he can normal summon. He gets the Mystical Space Typhoon, though, and then he targets my Mystical Space Typhoon, so I end up destroying the Fiendish Chain so I can continue on with my attacks on further turns. So I get the Black Horn of Heaven, I go ahead and set that and start making my attack. Unfortunately, he has another Dimensional Prison, so I have to use my Mecha-Equip Engineer's effect again. Now he's just going to set a card and end his turn. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Naga because I could have there gotten rid of both of the Nagas and brought Vasky out, but I didn't want to do that because I would rather keep one Naga on the field if possible, and I would rather tribute one of his monsters if possible. Additionally, he needs to have a face-up card, a face-up monster, in order for me to destroy it with Vasky's effect, so there was really no point. And I finally destroy his Kochi after a few turns. He gets another Black Whirlwind, which is nice for him. I get him another Mystical Space Typhoon. I chose not to set it that turn because I would rather keep the space open just in case for another card. Which may not have been the best play because if he activated that Black Whirlwind then he could have easily done something there. He has the Karibo for that turn though, which is actually pretty good because that would easily or that also helps with the Dark for Dark on Dragon, yeah. So I get the Pot of Duplicity though, but I want to make an attack, so I choose not to activate it. But I kind of want to keep the cards in my hand, so I don't use Card Trader. I do have the Crane, which is nice. That'll be useful later on. He gets the Allure, gets rid of a Clute. I'm not really sure why I got rid of a Clute, but he summons the Blizzard, which is going to come in handy. He's going to bring out the Gale, make my monsters attack 900 and attack over it to deal 400. So he gets his first damage in there. I just end my turn because I want him to attack into one of these monsters. He goes ahead and attacks, and Naga attacks into Stone Statue of Aztec. I love Stone Statue of Aztec because it deals double damage. As you saw there, he got dealt 1400 damage. That comes in so much handy all the time. And he does have another monster with 0 attack now, so I am going to be able to tribute that for Vasky, which is very nice. Now he does just get rid of the, or he does reduce Stone Statue of Aztec by half, so he's going to be able to destroy it on the next turn. But I was just thinking about it when I had this actual duel. I'm like, oh, I could really use Tannhauser Gate right now because I can normal summon Gorgonic Gargoyle, use Tannhauser Gate to bring out either a Dracosac or a Gaia Charger. But I'm going to go ahead and activate my Mystical Space Typhoon. I luck because he hadn't activated any of these 3 cards in a while, so I'm like, and I decided to hit the new one. Luckily for me, that was the Icarus attack. I'm not sure why he didn't activate that. I guess he just thought, it's not worth it with the cards I have currently have on the field. So I get rid of his Blizzard of the Far North and my Naga, and I go ahead and bring out Vasky, but it gets bottomless. I go ahead and Tannhauser Gate and bring out a Dracosac, but that gets Horn of Heaven, and he gets rid of his Gale for that. He goes ahead and activates Black Whirlwind. I don't have any more Mystical Space Typhoons. I think I used all 3 at this point. Yeah, I did. So he has the Bora. He's going to be able to get a Zephyros and attack into me for some more damage. So it's pretty close at this point. I get the Trapstone. I don't really want it at this point. I get the Crane, which was a little bit better, I thought. So I go ahead and go into a Zenmains, planning to get rid of his Black Whirlwind, and then not taking any damage just in case he had the Clute in hand. Unfortunately, he had the effect failure, and he used it in main phase 2, which was nice for him. He's going to be able to get some serious plays out. I do have the Black Horn of Heaven to get rid of his number 101, which is nice. But he does go ahead and summon the Zephyros from the grave, reactivate his Black Whirlwind, and then bring out number 50, Black Ship of Corn, which was sort of the card that really was the Zenmain's Destroyer. One of the first Zenmain Destroyers. So he does that and gets rid of 1,000 life points of mine. This turn, I go ahead and get rid of the Gargoyle, draw it again, and then I just try to draw a couple cards. I bring back Engineer and Gargoyle and a Crane, I believe, because Crane I can reuse, Gargoyle I can reuse, and Engineer I would like to reuse if possible, so they're just cards I would rather reuse. And I get the Naga, so I could do that, but I'm going to go ahead and Crane, bring out a Tempo. That's going to allow me to detach his other material and get attack for next turn, so I can attack over his number 50. So he's going to bring out Bora. Now, he could have at this point attacked with Bora into the Tempo with this Kalute. I believe I knew he had Kalute at that point. No, I think he drew it that turn, so I didn't know that. He could have done that. He chose not to. Probably not the better decision. I get the Trap Stun. Go ahead and set that. I bring out the Gargoyle special, or I bring out the what, Guardian, I think it is. Special summon the... Oh, wait. No, it's the... Oh, gosh. What's he called? I should be able to look at the materials. Alright, well, I normal summon... Or I bring out the Guardian so I can attack over the Bora, because I know that if he has the Clute, I can still attack over him with my Guardian, because he'll only get 1400 attack and I'll still be able to destroy it. I attack over the number 50 with my Tempo, and I believe that's about it, because he doesn't draw what he wants. Oh, he brings out Blizzard, okay. It brings out Gale. Chose to reduce my Tempo's attack and defense, which was, I believe, the correct play. Now he's going to attack into it. I choose to chain my Guardian's effect, but he still gets over it thanks to his Kalute. Now I go ahead and use my Golem, because I don't want to use my Trap Stun, because I would rather wait. And Guardian also prevents my opponent from responding, and Trap Stun does not. So I bring out a Gorgonic Golem to attack into the Gale, and I have my Guardian for his Blizzard, so I go ahead and get rid of both of those. He draws for turn, draws another Black Rowan, unfortunately for him. So that is the end of the duel. I do hope you enjoyed. This kind of showed off a lot of the Xyz power of the deck, a lot of the ability to use Time Hauser Gate to bring out higher rank Xyz, the ability for this deck to sort of, I don't want to say stall, but it kind of stalls a bit in order to get card advantage, keep getting cards in your hand, getting your field set up with like Spirit Barrier, Card Trader, and allowing you to get the cards in your hand that you really want. And then of course Trap Stun, it didn't come into play, but also could have been very useful there. So as always, I hope you enjoyed. I'll leave an annotation for the deck profile and an annotation for later on when I'm going to show some more duels, just sort of without commentary, just to show some more plays with the deck. Yeah, so I'll see you guys for the next video.